So we took that spot, and here in Houston, everything used to kind of wrap up around 9 o'clock on Sunday nights, and it still does in a lot of ways. So the musicians started flocking here because we knew we covered local music, so they would show up. Lots of bands formed in the backyard, bands that are established and are still playing would intermingle. You know, you'd have the Hightailers and Carolyn Wonderland playing, and people like Mopar Mike and stuff like that. They were all playing in different bands, but they would come down here and coalesce because they knew each other and they kind of knew each other's moves and were good enough, great enough musicians that they could just play together with that seamlessly, like they were a standing band that had been practicing. So anyway, that was really, really popular, and as in radio, you get moved around, and we got moved to tonight, Friday night, from 1 to 4, and we've been keeping that up. We have a few less hours to deal with, but other people want shows here at KPFT too, so we were kind of hogging a lot of time. We thought we were making good use of it, but to be fair,
and we were.
To be fair, you know, that we got out of the way. We didn't have a choice really, but that's radio biz, and this part of the radio biz is like none other. We won't get into commercial radio here. That's another whole interview, but it's something unique. We volunteer our time. The musicians volunteer their time, and we've had some of them really go great. Susan Gibson's Wide Open Spaces. She played it first live here in the studios.
Really?
Yes.
It was the first time that it was ever heard live on the air was on our show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your show's been like a conduit in getting local talent on the map.
Right.
Well, what really gripes me is we've got so much talent here in Houston, and it's leaving. It's going to Austin. It's
California, Nashville, anywhere.
It's leaving. And this town could be the biggest music town in the States, maybe, possibly in the world, I don't know. We've got so much talent and it's wasted. The clubs here, they want tribute bands, they want
Cover bands.
They don't want original music. And we've got such good original music here and nobody's paying attention to it. We've got a handful of clubs playing original music, and that's it. It's just sad.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do?
That's always boggled my mind because it's like the fourth biggest city in the country, going to be the third soon.
Yeah.
And I was like, why not Houston? Why? What happened? And does Houston have a music identity, do you think?
No.
It's had one, but it's been spotty. I mean, Ray Charles used to live here. I mean,
Beyonce lives here.
Yeah. I mean,
ZZ Top lives here.
but they go somewhere else to play. They always
Kenny
come
Rogers
home.
lives here.
They come home to play.
Stone Coyotes used to have a place here. A lot of really good musicians live here, but they go other places to play. And the people that are here tonight, you know, if they're going to do anything, do you think they're going to do it here?
Wish they could. And I hope that the future opens up things for them.
Well, we're gonna be playing their music, and it's gonna be in the library. Anybody that hears it on our station, especially on this show, we always get an extra CD or something like that. So that there's one in our library, so it is available if somebody goes and tries. Plus, this station archives the music shows. The FCC will only allow 2 weeks for it to be up there, but like tonight's show will be up there for 2 weeks.
And they will play during the daytime, some of them.
It was kind of, in the beginning, it was kind of frowned upon. They didn't want a lot of people in the station because, especially late at night, they didn't know what was going on.
Why do they care?
Well,
I mean,
there's legalities, if something should go wrong, and we are in the Montrose and all kinds of things. Well, we had people come in and steal stuff and tag the inside of the station with spray paint and stuff like that.
Wow.
And they thought they were being cool.
Yeah, they've walked
But-
off with the PBX machine before.
They walked off with M through
Yeah.
R of all the CDs
Section.
one time, so they had to lock them up. So that they used to try to keep it controlled, and they're doing a good job of it now because it's organized control. We keep an eye on who comes in and explain to them what needs to be done and the respect they need to have for the station. So we have a place to present them.
And there are cameras.
I want to thank you both for starting this show. You may not realize what you've started, but it really is a great thing that you guys created here.
Oh, it's loads of fun doing it.
It took a few,
I bet.
maybe
I can tell.
And I get to rag on the musicians.
It took maybe 3 years to actually see that we had something going on, and it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, we used to have the bands would come back and do all night anniversary shows or tribute
that was
shows, and we used to have 30, 40 people come through the station in one night and play.
What fun.
Oh, there was.
And the other shows kicked up in their own way, kicked up their own AAA music coverage. The live artists come through town on their like singing at the Mucky Duck or
Yeah.
all the newer clubs that are out there. Well, they had somewhere to play because they're not going to get played on commercial radio.
Right.
So
Oh, we got
they
the
had a
intermission
chance.
on the floor.
1 second.